Alright, welcome back to my solo create series. Here you can see what, well, by the time you're seeing this, what used to be a nice landscape next to the village. We're going to flatten that, try and taper the mountain on the right side of the screen down into a flat area for factories. We're going to leave the village and create a small river separating the two areas. And we're likely going to end up expanding the flat plane into the swamp. So let's get into it. Oh, looks like I've got the new guard tower finished. So I should probably start picking up and moving back towards the colony. Just so we're not... Oh, look at that. Another thing. What is that? Fisherman's hut? So let's go back and let's make sure that we're still producing or working over in the colony while we're flattening this area just to make everything more efficient. Now, it's about at this time that I was planning on doing a resource gathering montage for the next couple builds. Apparently, I did not record anything where I said that, so I'm guessing at this point. But I've got a lot of footage, and I'm very sorry if you're not interested in the uh, time lapses I'm doing here. I recorded a lot. I want to use it just to show I did something. And yeah, let's get into the time lapse. Once again, a muted microphone strikes, but I'm going to guess here. What I'm trying to do is explain and show where things are going to be going. This is going to be a warehouse. We're going to be looking at a residence that hasn't been built yet, but I've begun doing research for how couriers and the whole colony is supposed to work, so I just threw in a warehouse because I need one of those eventually. It is at this point in the video that I've decided I'm going to start cutting out bits of these time lapses, but I decided I'd do a little voiceover for this section just to make it more interesting for both of us. It's around this point when I was watching the footage. Listen. Don't the baby zombies sound a bit like, I don't know. I think that the high pitch is kind of funny, but I really like how breaking stone at a high speed sounds like Perry the Platypus. I might be the only one that hears that, but I'm having a great time. Ooh, what are you?
Great to see you.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Next step will be one courier. I don't know which one's which, though. This one might be easier, though. Build that one.
Where's the courier?
I'm working on it. I like how he's got the thing sticking out of his mouth. Oh, that's new. Well, maybe I should take care of that. You know, after I finish harvesting my rice and my sugar cane, I couldn't forget the the kelp. You know, I need my kelp. I mean, I care very much about my citizens' safety, but I need my kelp. And you know, the tree is grown, so I have to cut it down. Alright, now it's time to go open season on these guys. Just 2 of them, it would seem. Yep, 1 left. He's a chief, guy in charge. He hits a little bit, but not too hard. I mean, if there are a ton of these guys, I could see there being a problem, but that wasn't too bad. I think, for the first one anyway. What height am I supposed to do? Supposed to be building these at? If I can get facing 59. So I got to get down to Y59. Where's it at? Where? Oh, it's way over here. No longer need that. 58. 3. I think it goes without saying my next colony, assuming I do multiple on this world, will be somewhere with solid ground. Because building the ground is not where it's at. I don't know when, but at some point off camera, I must have built a paving contraption, I think is what I called it. And it just fills the space below. And I think I have the world settings so that we only fill the required 5 blocks underneath the ground level where I want the whole colony to be. At this point off screen, I realized that I had just completely forgotten that I was trying to make this a factory focused video. Go time. I've done a very poor job lighting up this place. Alright. So... glad he's doing the work. Also, not nearly enough guards helping me out here, so I think what I'm going to end up doing is filling in that guard tower. Someday. Probably now. Probably now. So, I did that off camera, but I've realized that I haven't spent nearly enough time actually focusing on the flat area. I get distracted really easily, but there you can see our river. It's not the greatest. Here I'm trying to kind of figure out how I could snake a train through, because I want it to come in on this well, along this river from spawn, which was across the forest there, and have like a bridge around here somewhere, and then wrap around however I have to snake the train so that I could have a long train, fairly long train, but still have a series of factories over here. But I am now thinking that this may not be enough room. It could be, but I don't really want to get started and then have to change because I didn't plan accordingly. But I can say with confidence that there will be some kind of bridge going over here somewhere to cross into the rest of the swamp and to bring items from these factories over to the colony, because I don't want to have a mine shaft, a miner, a digger, whatever he's called, in the colony, because they do mine, but they require resources, and worse than that, they'll dig underneath the town, which, when it's floating, isn't going to work well. So I'll probably have to start with some kind of cobblestone farm, but I would like to extend further into this peninsula I'm over right now. Maybe, yeah, I don't think it'll wrap around, but I'm definitely not going to fill in the whole thing. I need water to pollute after all. Alright, so full transparency, it's been about 2 weeks since I last recorded. I got the last two videos out and done, edited all that ahead of time, and then got busy with real life projects. So at some point, I'm going to start the proper factories. However, I came back and the first thing I noticed was I don't like this. I can't. I mean, this is okay. Storage is one thing, but all this we got going, I have going on over here, not a fan. So I think what I'm going to do is actually uh, tear all this out and put in a new workshop. Oh, I don't know. This is like this is an unused strip, so I'm probably gonna use it to make like a staircase or some kind of elevator or something like that, just to get down underground, and then I'm gonna dig out a big hole, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But hang on. Now, let's get to digging a hole. Alright, to make this more interesting, let's get some mechanical pistons, which apparently I can't craft right now. So once again, piston, piston. And we'll grab some slime blocks while we're looking at it. So we got our sticky mechanical piston, and let's just get all of these, and the heck, some logs. Little cobblestone roof to go on top. Why not? And because I can, we'll play with this. How do you this way? Maybe we do more like this. We just I've never used this, so we're just gonna kind of figure it out as we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with a couple little, not like that. You know, I can do it like this. A couple little pillars. 3x3, 2x. I feel like I'm gonna play with it later. There we go. Now copycat layer. Can I get this? I know it seems a little small, but eventually we'll get right into that with the redstone link and the button. Let's maybe fill in the edges a little bit here. We'll put it here. I think I have to place it on the inside. And we'll add just a little bit of thickness to it. And we are only using these because this is what I had lying around. Logs, not logs, but for the door, I'm not too sure. I'll probably think of something better looking later on. This will be a nice little structure that I can hopefully put here and ignore. It's just supposed to be temporary. It won't be, I'm sure, but it's meant to be temporary. Spent the last 2 hours crafting some blocks for the workshop, and we've got a new problem to solve. So I guess we will be running over there. That guy probably has nothing to kill them with. Oh, sorry, guy. Do I have to destroy the spawner?
I'm missing something. I can't work like this.
I'm aware. Put all that away. Are you gonna do any work now?
Running.
You have a sword. Let's go kill some bad guys. Now, for this reveal, I filled in the path, and, well, you might be able to tell I threw some shaders on. I like it. It's a pretty good looking effect. I like the mountain in the background. This is the first I've seen it, by the way. I use some bone blocks for the door, just to create like an obvious sort of pattern. And got the grand reveal. I got my washing, smelting, haunting, cooking station. I've got a crushing wheel station. This is where I can park my storage contraption. And then this is just an iron farm, just because I know I'm going to need it just constantly. So I figured I might as well just start a small one right now. I can fill from that barrel up to the top, and then when the vault up top fills, the drills will shut down. Everything's powered by water wheels. I'm producing way more power than I need. And then I have my mechanical crafter set up right here. And then if I need to change how it's configured, I can go around the back through some hidden doors on either side. I have a casing machine, and it's flat. It was originally designed by ZF. It took a little while to get it to work properly because I was being weird, or it was being weird. And then I have a precision mechanism machine, very straightforward. And then I have a track factory. It'll produce track put in any solid block, and it will cut it down to slabs, and then the brash funnel right there will only accept completed train tracks, and when Steam and Rails is updated or whatever, then it'll change with more train tracks. And now we're gonna go down. I made an elevator because elevators are fun. Footage is currently sped up about 5 times, or 500%. And we slow it right back down as I fill in, or I guess carve out a place to stand, because I made the floor, but did nothing with it. I'm also doing this voiceover afterwards, because I was muted for this whole thing, and I only realized that after I finished recording and started editing. So I'm kind of reacting to this and also going off memory what I would have said at the time. Fast forward, going down to the bottom layer now. This is where deep slate is. I can come down here and mine deep slate or ore. I'll just stare into my eyes for a little bit as we ride back up. This is increased in speed too, just 3 times. Alright, shaders are off to help my performance, so my computer doesn't sound like it's trying to fly away. So you've got the little catch-all area in the corner here. I forgot to include earlier, or I skipped over, but not a whole lot really going on down here. I do have like a enchantment XP area in the back. That's temporary because I'm going to build a proper enchantment factory, which is also probably going to produce blaze rods, I'm pretty sure. And I need to get some more light in down here. But I like this little guy. It's very create, I feel. Very mechanical, and it's more fun to me. So thank you for making it to this point in the video. I appreciate that you're here, and if you're not here to hear this, then whatever. But thank you. You're here. You're watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know, you made it pretty far in the video if you didn't like it. The game plan is to get started on more factories, and actually factories in the next video. So look out for that. Say same time next week, I'm thinking. I'll see you then. I sure hope so. Until then, I've been Affected Hippo. You've been you. Uh, Peace.